You're probably interacting with AI all the time, right? But what if AI could interact as you? We're about to dive into a pretty amazing way to create your own personalized AI, a digital twin, and all it takes is a simple conversation.
It all kicks off with this one simple phrase. It's not a command, it's an invitation. And this is the very first step in teaching an AI what really makes you tick, what you're all about. And that really gets to the heart of it, doesn't it? How can a casual chat, just a little back and forth, become the actual foundation for an AI that thinks and talks like you? Well, let's find out. All right, first up, let's talk about what it even means to have a digital self. This isn't some far-off sci-fi concept anymore. It's something you can literally build right now. The idea here is actually pretty simple, but it is so powerful. By feeding an AI your own words, your stories, your experiences, you're creating a model that doesn't just know random facts from the internet. It knows your facts. It gets what you're proud of, how you figure things out, and what gets you excited. So you're probably wondering, how do I get all of that me into the machine? The answer is way simpler than you think. You just talk to it. And this right here is where the transformation happens. You start with just raw conversational text, how you'd normally speak. The AI takes that, chews on it, and turns it into structured, useful information. It's not just recording what you say, it's building a profile of who you are. Okay, so let's walk through the actual conversation that builds this digital twin. The AI, we'll call it the Twinmaker, starts things off with that open-ended question we saw a minute ago. It's asking for something personal. And there's the response. 2 core skills. This is like the first brick being laid in the foundation. The AI now knows 2 things that this person really values about themselves. So the conversation goes on, and then this one key detail pops out. 6. The user knows 6 languages. All of a sudden, good at languages becomes this very real, very impressive piece of expertise, and the AI locks that in. But it goes so much deeper than just counting things. The AI wants to know the why. It finds out that the user's interest wasn't random. It all started with an experience with Japanese culture. So now it doesn't just know the skill, it knows the motivation behind it. And you can see right here, the AI is digging for more. It's not just happy knowing what you can do, it wants to know how you do it. It's asking about your process, your methods, your secret sauce. And the user gives up the goods: university books, lectures, flashcards. Each one of these answers adds another brushstroke to the portrait, painting a richer, more detailed picture for the AI. So let's just pause for a second. After just a few questions back and forth, look at everything the AI has picked up. It knows what you're proud of, how good you are at it, what inspired you, and exactly how you do it. A personality is really starting to form here. All right, so the AI has its notes from your chat. The big question now is, how do you take that simple text file and actually turn it into a working digital twin? Okay, first, let's just make sure we're on the same page. A digital twin, for our purposes here, is an AI that's been specifically trained on your personal data. It's not just some random chatbot. It's a chatbot that has basically done its homework on you. Believe it or not, the process is super straightforward. It's really just 4 steps. First, you have that all-important conversation to create your data file. Second, you pop over to a tool like OpenAI's GPT Creator and give your twin a name. Third, and this is the big one, you upload that conversation file into its knowledge base. And last, you add the finishing touches, like a profile pic, and hit publish. Let's just focus on that upload step for a second, because that is everything. When you feed it that text file, you're essentially handing the AI its main textbook, a textbook that is all about you. And hey, here are a few pro tips to make your twin even better. The more you tell it, the smarter it gets, so longer conversations are always a good idea. You can even upload more than one file over time to keep it learning. And seriously, don't skip the profile picture. It makes a huge difference. Okay, so you've had the talk, you've done the setup. What's the end result? What happens when you finally bring this thing to life? It is honestly that simple. You click save and poof, your digital twin is live. It's now an interactive AI that anyone with the link can chat with. An AI that answers based on the personality you just gave it. And that brings us right back to where we started. Only this time, imagine it's not you saying this, it's your twin. When somebody asks it a question, it can now pull from your life to answer. It knows exactly what skill you're proud of, and it knows why.
Which really leaves us with one final big question. Building this isn't just a tech project. It's kind of an act of self-discovery. If you did this, what skills, what stories, what passions would define the AI version of you? What would your digital twin tell the world is the most important thing about you?